Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. And we got the Chicago Cubs traveling to Washington to take on the Nationals in I think it's a 3-game series. I'm not sure. It might be a 4-game series. And to lead it all for the Chicago Cubs playing short is Banks, batting second, playing second is Sandberg, batting third, playing right field is Sosa, batting fourth, playing center field is Dawson, batting fifth, playing first base is Rizzo, batting sixth, playing third base is Santo, batting seventh, playing left field is Durham, batting eighth, on the catching is Davis, and on the mound, batting ninth is Jenkins. And the hometown Washington Nationals, you got leading off playing left field of Lou, batting second playing short Turner, batting third playing second Murphy, batting fourth playing center field Harper, batting fifth playing third base Rendell, batting sixth on the catching is Carter, batting seventh playing right field is Soto, batting eighth playing first base is Segui, and on the mound batting ninth is Dennis Martinez. Let's get down here to the field and get this game started. And I was right, it's a 3-game series. As you can see, Washington has 2 more games here at home against the Cubbies, and then the Brewers come to town. And they'll lead it off for the Cubbies as Ernie Banks off to a slow start, batting 100 with no homers and no RBIs. This is Dennis Martinez's second appearance with no record and a 4.5 ERA. And here's the pitch to Banks. And that's going to be a ground ball down the third. And Rendell's going to boot that one. That's going to be an E5, and Ernie's aboard here with a leadoff error. That brings up Sandberg now. And Ryan's batting .333. He's got 3 homers and 4 RBIs. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. He strikes Sandberg out for out number 1. And Sammy Sosa, who's tied with Barry Bonds with 7 homers, batting .367 and 12 RBIs, having a great start. And that's going to be a ground ball down the short, 51 and an 8. And that'll be fielding column number 3. And the runner will go down the second. Turner fires over to first. So now you got a runner in scoring position for the Hawk, Andre Dawson. And Dawson's batting .139, but he has 3 homers and 7 RBIs. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, and the Al Presidente gets out of the inning with nobody scoring. Banks gets stranded at first. He pitches around the air. We get to the bottom of the first. Cubs nothing. Nationals coming to the plate. Lou, Turner, and Murphy. And Lou, he's looking for his first base hit of the year, folks. 0 for 21. And this is Fergie Jenkins' second appearance. No record with a 3 ERA. And Lou's going to ground ball down the first. Rizzo's going to take it himself. That'll be out number 1. And Trey Turner's coming to the plate now. Turner batting 100. He's got 1 homer and 2 RBIs. He's only 2 for 20, so one of those hits is a homer. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Jenkins strikes him out for out number 2. And Mr. Murphy's up. Daniel Murphy batting .167. No homers and no RBI. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Durham. A 1-2-3 bottom of the inning. To the top of the second we go, and no score. You got Rizzo, Santo, and Durham due up. Anthony is batting .095 with a homer and 1 RBI. And he gets a hold of this, folks. And that's going to be hit down the first baseline. So Rizzo with a leadoff double gets in the scoring position here. And Ron Santo comes to the plate. And Santo, he's batting 200 on the year with a homer and an RBI. Here's the pitch to Ron, and he gets a hold of this. That's against a righty, a 16, and that's going to be a single in the right field. And I don't think Rizzo is going to be able to score. So, let's see here. In the right field, that would be a 46. A 28. They're going to send him with nobody out. A 28. It's a 54 or lower. And he's in there. So that's an RBI single by Santo. And it is 1-0 Cubbies. And a runner down at first. And the Bulls up. Leon Durham. And Durham batting .333 with a homer and 2 RBIs. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Dennis strikes him out for out number 1. His third strikeout of the game. Brings up Jody Davis, batting .200 with a homer and 4 RBI. And that's going to be popped up behind home plate. Carter takes the mask off, makes the catch, and now there's 2 down. And that brings up Jenkins. Jenkins 0 for 2 on the year. And that's going to be a 36. And well pitch. Now that'll be a rare play with a runner down at first. 36 and a 54. And that'll be hit down the second. Murphy's down there. 22, 23, and a 7. That'll be fielding column 1. And that's going to be popped up in the foul territory. Murphy goes after it, makes a nice catch, and that'll end the inning. But 1 run scores on the RBI single by Santo. And the Cubbies take a 1-0 lead going into the bottom of the second. Got the big boys due up: Harper, Rendell, and Carter. And Bryce is batting .290 with 4 homers and 8 RBIs. You see the Cubbies 5 and 4, batting .234 with a .294 on base percentage, slugging .538 with an .832 on base OPS. And Washington 3 and 5, batting .200 with a .277 on base percentage, slugging .525 and an OPS of .802. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Jenkins strikes out Harper for out number 1. Anthony Rendon's up now. He's batting .286, got 2 homers and 3 RBI. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Rizzo. He takes it himself for out number 2. That brings up, welcome back, Gary Carter, batting only .067, no homers and no RBIs. And they walking, folks. It's a 2-out walk. Brings up Santo. And Santo is batting .154 with 2 homers and 4 RBIs. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Sandberg. It might be a fly ball out to center. Let's look here. Yeah, that's going to be a ground ball down the second, and that'll end the inning. And we go to the top of the third. It's still 1-0 Cubbies. And you got the top of the order due up here for the Cubbies. Mr. Cubby himself, Ernie Banks, followed by Sandberg and Sosa. Banks reached on an error his first time up. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Harper for out number 1. And Ryan O's up now. Ryan Sandberg struck out his first time up. And that's going to be a base hit in the right field. Sandberg gets on here with a 1-out single. You see the Cubs got 60 strikeouts, 23 walks, 19 doubles, and 2 triples. Washington's given up, has struck out 62 guys, walked 29, and given up 16 doubles. And now you got Sandberg down at first for Sammy Sosa. And Sammy, he grounded out his first time up. And not this time, folks. That ball is high. That ball is far. How far is this one going to go, folks? Against the righty, a 20. And kiss it goodbye. Sammy Sosa has just hit his 8th homer of the year and has given the Cubbies a 3-0 lead, just like that. Now you got nobody on, 1 out for Dawson. Dawson struck out his first time up. And that's going to be a fly ball. Nope, that's going to be a ground ball down to first. And that'll be out number 2. And Rizzo comes to the plate. And Anthony's 1 for 1. He's doubled and came around the score. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. But the 2-run homer by Sammy Sosa makes it a 3-0 ball game. So we go to the bottom of the 3rd. And the bottom part of the order due up here for the Cubs. FERGIE, Martinez, and Alou. And FERGIE gets a hold of this one, folks. And he drives that ball down the first base line. And that's going to be a leadoff double. So now the Nationals got a runner down at second. Martinez is going to try to bunt him over to third. He's 0 for 1 on the year. And that's going to be a ground ball down the third. That'll get the job done. Santo throw over to first with Sandberg covering, and that'll be out number 1. But the runner's now only 90 feet away with 1 out, and we're back to the top of the order. And Alou. And Alou is 0 for 1. He grounded out his first time up. And that's going to be a fly ball out to center field. Dawson's got a hell of an arm out there. 65 will be column number 3, though. We'll have to re-roll a dice here. 5. And that'll be a 62. He should score even with his terrible speed with no throw. Well, it will be a throw of 32. So there is a chance here. A 62 or lower. He's safe. And he's safe. So that's a sacrifice fly by Lou. A runner comes in, cuts the lead to 3-1. Now there's 2 outs and nobody on for Santo. He's 0 for 1. Struck out his first time. And that's going to be a fly ball out the right field. And that'll be out number 3. And that'll do it as we go to the top of the 4th in a 3-1 ball game. Santo's up. He's driven in a run, singled his last time up. And that's going to be a ground ball down the short. That'll be out number 1. And Dorham's up now. And he's 0 for 1, struck out his first time up. That's going to be a base on balls. So runner down at first. And 1 out. And Jody Davis is up. He popped up to his counterpart the first time up. And that's going to be against the righty. 17 and a 9. And that's going to be a nice play down at short. Can they get the double play will be the question. 23 and an 8. And that will be column number 1. They won't get the double play, but they will get the force out at second. Now there's 2 down, and Davis is down at first. And that brings up FERGIE. He's 0 for 1 today. And he gets a hold of this one, folks. That ball is high. That ball is far. How far is this one going to go, folks? And that kiss it goodbye, Fergie Jenkins has just hit a homer here today, folks. He had 6 of them on the year. He's no slouch. And that's his first homer of the year. And the Cubbies have just busted this game open, folks. It is now a 5-0 ball game. Jenkins says, we don't need no stinking DH. Now they're up by 4. And poor El Presidente can't believe what he just saw. Now you got nobody on, 2 outs, and Banks, he's 0 for 2. He did reach on an error, though. That'll be a 13 on a 9, and that's going to be a minus 5, minus 5, 11, 9. That's going to be a fly ball out to center field. Harper makes the catch for out number. That was supposed to be the center. Out number 3. We'll redo that. Redo it. Give the right person. I don't want to do that. Oh my. And give the fly ball out there. What the heck? Why isn't the undo button working? I don't want Murphy up. I don't understand this. The undo button's not working. We'll save this game and come back. Don't understand why the undo button's not working. That's not a good thing. It's not undoing it. Why? Huh. Let's see here if it'll undo this. I guess I shouldn't play around, but we'll try here. Something's not right. Murphy's up. Here's the pitch to Murph. That's a fly ball out to center field. Now let's see if it'll undo this. It undid that. Now let's see if it'll go back. Nope, it won't. It won't go back. Okay. We'll just have to live with it. Murphy flies out to center field. That's 1 down. And now you got Harper up. And Harper's out for 1. He struck out. And that's going to be a hard hit ball. Let's see where this one lands at, folks. As Harper gets a hold of this one. He drives that into the gap in right field. So Harper with a 1-out double. Mendo's up. Nationals trying to get back in this game, trailing by 4. Anthony's 0 for 1. And that's going to be a base on balls. They'll take it. So that's a walk. Now you got first and second. First and second, and nobody out for Anthony. Anthony was just up for Gary Carter. Carter walked his first time up, 1 swing and a bat, and the Nats can get right back in this game. And that's going to be against the righty, a 16. And that's going to be a pop-up down the short. Ernie's got it for out number 1. Out number 2. So it's all going to be up to Soto. Can he drive some runs in and get the Nats back in this? He's 0 for 1, grounded out. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Dawson. That'll end the inning, folks. The Nats strand 2, and it's still 5-1. got Sandberg due up, followed by Sosa and Dawson. And Ryan's 1 for 2, came around the score after a single his last time up. And he gets a hold of this. He drives that ball into the gap in right field. And Sammy Sosa's up now. And I don't think you let Sammy bat. You walk Sammy, set up the double play. And Dawson's up now with first and second. Nobody out. Here's the pitch to Dawson. And that's going to be $13. And that's going to be a ground ball down to 41 and a 7. It's probably going to be fielding column 3. 41 and a 7. That'll be fielding column 2. That's an infield fly, rules in effect. And that'll be out number 1. And now you got Rizzo up. And Rizzo is 1 for 2 with a double in this game. And that's going to be a ground ball down the first. 61 and a 5. That'll be fielding column 2. And that's going to be a double play. F1 first, safe at second. Yep, so it's not a double play. That's just going to be the... That's just going to be the old put out. Each base runner is going to move up, so it'll be second and third. Second and third. And 2 outs. And Santos up. See if Martinez can get out of this with nobody scoring. Santos is 1 for 2 with an RBI in the game. And that's going to be a 39. The catcher, 46 and a 9, should be fielding column 1. And it is. And that's going to be a ball. Runner picked off third if neither team leads by more than 3. And they do. So that's going to be a rare play. Second and third. Second and third on a 39. On a 39. Reroll some dice. 52 and a 39. 25. Back to the pitcher. 36. And a 2 should be fielding column 1. And it is. And that's going to be that's going to be hit down the first. And David's up with it, tosses it over to Dennis, and that'll end the inning. He gets out of that with nobody scoring. And we go to the bottom of the 5th in a 5-1 ball game. You got FERGIE due up, followed by probably a pitch hitter for Martinez. And Alou. Let's see what David does here about the pitch hitter. And that's going to be against the righty, a 12 and a 9. And that'll be a 14 and a 9. And that'll be a single. So David gets aboard here with an infield hit. So we'll definitely have a pitch hitter here for Martinez. So he goes 5 innings, gives up 5 runs on 6 hits. See who's going to come out of the dugout here. All the lefties are in the game except for the 2 switch hitters, Raines and Vidro. And Parrish is going to come out of the dugout. See if he can do something here for the Nats as Ken Castro joins us here. So Larry Parrish is coming out of the dugout. Where's Larry at? There he is. So runner down at first, nobody out. Nationals trailing by 4. Larry's batting .333. He's got 3 homers and 5 RBIs on the year. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Fergie strikes him out. That's one down here in the 5th. Now he got a Lou up. And a Lou is 0 for 1. He did have a sacrifice flies last time up, drove in the only run. That's going to be back-to-back strikeouts by Jenkins. After the leadoff single, it's up to Trey Turner here. Trey's 0 for 2 today. And that's going to be good morning, good afternoon, and good night after the single. He strikes out the side after the leadoff single. And that'll end the inning. We go to the top of the 6th, 5-1. And that's Fergie's 5th strikeout of the game. Now let's see who's going to come out of the bullpen here. You got the lefty, righty, righty. And it's going to be Mr. Reardon. Jeff Reardon's going to come out of the bullpen. Trying to keep the Nats in this game, trailing by 4. And this is Reardon's 5th appearance, no record, with a 6.75 ERA. He's got Durham, Davis, and Jenkins due up the bottom third of the order. And that's going to be against the righty. That'll be a 17 and a 10. And that's going to be a fly ball out to center field. Harper makes the catch for out number 1. Here comes Joe D. Davis. He's 0 for 2. He reached on a fielder's choice and scored. And that's going to be a 19. It's going to be a ground ball back to Jeff. He fires over the first for out number 1. And here comes the man. Pitching a 3-hitter, 1 run, and he is driven in too, folks. His last time up, old Fergie hit a homer. Here's the pitch to Jenkins. And blast, he's having a game and a half, folks. That ball is hit hard. That ball is hit high. That ball is off the wall out in right field, and Jenkins has got himself a 2-out double. He's a one-man wrecking machine here today. To say, a hell of a hitter. And now we don't need no stinking DH. Jenkins is down at second. And Ernie Banks, he's 0 for 3 today. And that's going to be 0 for 4 as that's a lazy fly out to a Lou. And Jenkins gets stranded at second. To the bottom of the 6th we go. In a 5-1 ball game. We got Murphy, Harper, and Rendon due up to 3, 4, 5 hitters. Murphy's 0 for 2 today. And that's going to be a 13 and a 9. And that's going to be a base hit. Murphy gets aboard here with an infield hit. That brings up Harper now. And Harper is 1 for 2 today. He has a double his last time up. And that's going to be a ground ball down the second. And a runner, see here. get the runner out, but Harper beats the throw. So that'll be a 4-6 put out. Harper down at first now. And you got Rendell up, and he's 0 for 1. He walked his first time up. And that's going to be a hit by pitch. Yep, and Jenkins hits him. Surely that's not what he wanted to do with a 4-run lead. Now you got first and second. And the Nats take advantage of this, folks, with the kid, Gary Carter, up here. He's 0 for 1. He's walked in this game. And that's going to be a 38. And that's going to be a pass ball. Yep, that's a pass ball. And all of a sudden, the Cubbies trying to give this game away. Now you got second and third. And only 1 out and a 1-0 count here to the kid. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be a base on balls. Jenkins walks the kid, Carter, and then loads the bases. The tying run comes to the plate, folks. And Sosa, Jenkins has been cruising through this game. Now he's got bases loaded, 1 out. Soda is 0 for 2, grounded out and flown out. And that's going to be 2 balls and no strikes. Here's the 2-0 pitch. And that's going to be a fly ball out to center field. Dawson makes the catch. See who's going to tag up, if anybody. 45, Harper's got great speed. 45. 27. 27, what would it be for the 38? So do they throw home? I say they don't throw home. That'll be a 27. Then everybody else is going to advance. That's a 53. So Dawson's going to play it safe with a 4-run lead, throw the ball in, and the runner on third's going to tag up, make it 5-2, and it's going to be first and second. And David Segui's up now with 2 outs. And David's having a hell of a game. He's 2 for 2. He's doubled and came around the score. Here's the pitch to David. And that's going to be against the righty, 14. And that's going to be another fly ball out to Dawson. He takes a few steps in, makes the catch. Then that score 1, make it a 3-run game. It's 5-2, but with bases loaded and 1 out, they wanted a crooked number, folks. And we go to the top of the 7th. It's 5-2 Cubbies. You got the 2, 3, 4 hitters due up. And Sandberg is 2 for 3 with a double, and he's come around the score. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Turner for out number 1. And Sammy Sosa, who's already homered in this game, folks. He's 1 for 2 with a 2-run homer. And that ball is high. That's why you don't pitch to Sammy. That ball is high. That ball is far. Kiss it goodbye. Sammy Sosa with his 10th homer of the year, folks. Sorry, 9th homer of the year. And his 13th RBI of the year. Sammy Sosa. And folks, it's tearing this game up. Runs right back. There's 1 out now with Dawson up. And Dawson's 0 for 3. And that's going to be a rare play, a 40 and a 14. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, strike 1 on Dawson. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And that's going to be a fly ball out to right field for out number 2. And Rizzo's up now. And Rizzo is 1 for 3. He doubled and came around the score. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Harper. That'll end the inning, but Sammy Sosa tacks on another run as we make it to the 7th inning stretch. It's 6-2. We'll have a pitch hitter here for Reardon. Then we'll go back to the top of the order and a Lou Turner. And Tim Raines is going to come out of the dugout, try to get on base, down by 4. So Raines is batting .316, no homers and 2 RBIs. And that's going to be a ground ball down the 3rd. And that'll be out number 1. He throws across the diamond. And we're back to the top of the order in the Lou. And the Lou is 0 for 2 today. He does have a sacrifice fly, and that's another ground ball down the 3rd. They might want to hit it to somebody other than Santo. Now Trey Turner trying to get something going, trailing by 4. He's 0 for 3. And that's going to be a ground ball down the other corner, down to Rizzo. And that's a 1-2-3-7 to the top of the 8th we go. And talking about Santo, he's going to lead it off here for the Cubbies, followed by Dorm and Davis. See who's going to come out of the bullpen here. And Tim Burke's going to come out of the bullpen. And this is Burke's 5th appearance. He's 1-1 with a 1.08 ERA. Santo, Dorm, and Davis due up. And that's going to be a ground ball down to David Segui. He takes it himself for out number 1. And the Bulls up. And Dorm's 0 for 2. He did walk in the game. And that's going to be a fly ball out to right field. 2 quick outs here in the 8th. As Aaron joins us here. Here comes Jody Davis. He's 0 for 3. He did come around the score. And that ball's hit hard. Jody gets a hit here off of Tim. See where this lands at. And that's going to be driven into right field off the wall. Jody with a double. And that'll bring up Jenkins. And do they want Jenkins? Jenkins going to stay in the game. He's already got a double and a home run, folks. He is 2 for 3 with a 2-run homer, folks. Can he do it again? Jenkins says, and we don't need no stinking DH. Definitely don't need no pitch hitter. And that's a fly ball out to deep center field. Harper goes back, makes the catch. And that'll do it. Jody gets stranded at 2nd. To the bottom of the 8th we go. And we got the big boys due up. Murphy, Harper, and Rendell trailing by 4. They got to make some noise here, you would think, with this part of the lineup. And Murphy is 1 for 3. And that's going to be against the 13. That's going to be another hit for Murphy, another infield hit. So Murphy with back-to-back infield hits here. His last 2 times up. And that brings up Bryce Harper. Can Harper try to get these Nats back in this game, trailing by 4? Harper's 1 for 3 with a double and came around the score his last time up when he reached on a fielder's choice. That's going to be another 13. And that's back-to-back hits. And that's going to get the bullpen up for the Cubbies here. Now the first 2 batters get aboard here. And Rendell, if he lights one up, Washington's right back in this game. You got Smith out there and Suter out there. They're both getting warmed up, the big boys. And Anthony Rendon is 0 for 1. He's been walked and he got hit by a pitch his last time up. Can he get even with him here? And that's going to be 2 balls and no strikes. As Fergie gets behind on it. Can he pay for it? And that's going to be, comes back and strikes him out, folks. Falls behind 2-0 and strikes Anthony out. That's a big out. And here comes Mr. Carter. Mr. Carter, he's 0 for 1. He has walked 2 times in this game. And he gets a hold of this one, folks. How far is this one going to go? That ball is driven in the PL. That ball is driven in the left field. Murphy will score. And what about Harper here? Can Harper score here? What is there? There's only 1 out. So that'll be a 37. Dorm does not have a very good arm out there. 26. And who's up after this? Soda. And he's 0 for 2. A 26. Harper speed 54. They're sending him 54 or lower. And he's in there just barely, a 51. So that's a 2 RBI double by Carter. And now all of a sudden it's a ball game, folks. And that's going to be it for Jenkins. With a runner down at second. And Carter down there with 1 out. And let's see. Who are they going to bring in here? Mr. Smith's coming in to try to get him out of this inning here. So Mr. Lee Smith comes in the game as Jenkins can't get out of the 8th inning. And it's a 6-4 ball game. The tying run is now at the plate. And Lee Smith's coming in the game. And where's Mr. Smith? So runner down at second, 1 out. And Soto's at the plate. And this is Lee's 3rd appearance. He's 1-1 with a 7.36 ERA. Here's the pitch. And that ain't good. Let's see here. Against the righty, a 19. And that's going to be a single in the right field. This run don't mean shit, so got to be careful here with 1 out. A single in the right field. That'll be a 46. And Carter with no speed. I don't see him trying to score here, folks. He's going to stop at 3rd. So that's going to be a single in the right field. We got 1st and 3rd. And only 1 out. And that brings up David Segui. And David is 2 for 3, having a hell of a game. He's got a double. Came around to score. Can that Lee Smith get out of this mess? That's going to be a 22 and an 8. And that's going to be a fly ball out the right field. And again, Carter does not have that great of speed. A 23 and a 1. It'll be fielding column 2, a 54. And they're going to send him. That'll be a 27. They're going to send Carter here and test Sammy's arm. Try to make this a 1-run ball game. 27, that'll be a 53 or lower. And they throw him out. Sammy Sosa doing it in the field and at the plate. Fly ball out to Sammy, and he throws Carter out. And that'll end the inning, folks. And And that score two make it a 2-run ball game now as we go to the top of the ninth. Tim will stay in here trying to keep it a 2-run game. He's got the top of the order to deal with as Corey joins us here. So you got Banks, Sandberg, and Sosa due up. Ernie's 0 for 4 today. And that's going to be a base on balls, and you don't want to do that. Banks is only hitting 083 and you're walking. That brings up Ryan Sandberg now. He's 2 for 4 with a double. And he's come around the score. Here's the pitch to Rhino. And he gets a hold of this, folks. Where's this one going to land at? Against the righty at 26 and a 4. And that's going to be a triple into left field. And just like that, they get one of those runs right back. And now Ryan's down at third and nobody out. And again, Sammy's not going to bat here. He is 2 for 3 with 2 homers. And we're going to intentionally walk him. It's going to make it first and third. They're going to keep the infield in now against Dawson. Dawson is 0 for 4 today. And that's going to be against the righty, 26 and a 10. Yep. And that's going to be a fly ball out to left field. 35, that'll be fielding column 2. And that'll be a 50. And Sandberg should score easily here. A 50. A 31. Yeah, I always liked Andre Dawson too. And that'll be a 20. What did I say was a 31? That'll be a 61 or lower. He's safe. And he's in there. So Lou can't throw him out. That'll be a sacrifice fly. And it's now a 9-4 ball, 8-4 ball game. The runner down at first. Tim Burke can't keep this game under control. And now you got Rizzo up with 1 out. Runner down at first. And that ball is high. That ball is far. Kiss it goodbye. Well, wait a second. He's got the H. It might not be kiss it goodbye. That is a 23. Nope, that's going to be a double. He keeps it in the ballpark, folks. And let's see here. That'll be a double into right field with 1 out. A 42 minus a 31 plus a 15, a 26. 52 or lower, he scores. 52 or lower. And he's in there. So Rizzo with an RBI double. And that's going to be it for Tim. So he gets lit up here in the 9th. Who are they going to bring in? He was due to lead off the bottom of the 9th. They're going to bring in the Chief, I guess. Chief is going to come in, try to get through this 9th inning. As Tim gets beat up here in the 9th. Runner down at second and only 1 out. And now a 9-3 game. What happened there? Why didn't they bring him in? And Chad, this is his fourth appearance of the year. No record, no ERA. Here's the pitch now to Santo with a runner down at second and one out. And that's going to be against the righty, a 20 and a 9. That's going to be a ground ball down the short, 42 and an 8. That'll be fielding column number 2. He'll look the runner back to second, throw it over to first. Now there's 2 down. And up to the plate steps the Bull Durham. And Leon is 0 for 3 today. And that's going to be popped up down the left field line. Turner goes out, makes the catch. But the Cubbies score 3 and bust this game open 9-4 as we go to the bottom of the 9th. We'll have a pitch hitter here for Chad. Then back to the top of the order. And Lee's going to stay in the game now that it's a 5-run game. Let's see who's going to come off the bench here. And Jose Vidro is going to come off, try to get on base. They need base runners, down by 5. And Vidro is batting .286 with 2 homers and 3 RBIs. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Lee strikes him out for out number 1. We go back to the top of the order now. Anna Lou. Anna Lou is 0 for 3. He does have an RBI in the game. And that's going to be another swing and a miss. Lee's mowing him down now, folks. That's his second strikeout of the game, his second of the inning. Can he strike the side out? Here's Turner. He's 0 for 4. And that's going to be a fly ball out left field. Dorm waits on it, camps under it, makes the catch, and the Cubbies win 9-4. All right. And the Cubbies on 9 runs on 11 hits and no errors. The Nats 4 runs, 8 hits and 1 errors. It's Ryan Sandberg 3 for 5. Sammy Sosa 2 for 3 with 2 homers and 3 RBIs on the game. Anthony Rizzo 2 for 5. And how about Jenkins, folks? 2 for 4 with a double and a homer in the game. Cubbies only 1 for 9 with runners in scoring position. Left 7 men on base. Bryce Harper had a nice game along with David Segui. He was both 2 for 4. You had the Nats 2 for 7 with runners in scoring position, left 7 men on. Jenkins, Fergie goes to 1-0, 7 1/3, 7 hits, 4 runs, walked 3, struck out 6. Lee Smith comes in, gets his first save of the year, goes an inning and 2/3 with 1 hit and struck out 2. El Presidente didn't have a very good game. Old Dennis Martinez goes to 0-1, 5 innings, 6 hits, 5 runs, walked 2, struck out 4 and 2 homers. Jeff Reardon came in, 2 innings, 2 hits, 1 run, gave up a homer. Tim Burke comes in, 1 1/3, gets roughed up in that 9th inning, 3 hits, 3 runs, walked 2. And old Chad comes in 2/3 of an inning and stopped the bleeding, but too little too late as the Cubbies beat the Nats 9-4. Take a look here at the standings and the leaderboard. In the National League, the Braves are a game and a half up on the Mets. The Phillies and Nats are now 2.5 games back. The Marlins 3.5. And in the Central, the Brewers are a game up on the Pirates. Cardinals and Cubbies are now a game and a half back. The Reds are 2 games back, and Houston, they have a problem. They're 3.5 games back. Giants are 2.5 games up on LA. Arizona and San Diego are 3 games back, and the Rockies 4.5. Jeff Bagwell's leading the league and batting with 415 and RBIs. But Sammy Sosa's also tied with RBIs. Sammy's now leading with 9 homers and 15 RBIs. Sam I am, green eggs and ham. Right now you got Randy Jones leading with a 0 ERA. Mike Hodwell with the Brewers got 3 wins. And 5 pitchers with 3 saves on the year. Sammy's leading in MVP voting. And Mike with his 3 wins leading in the Cy Young. Next game on the channel will be game number 2 of this 3-game series. Take a look at the pitching matchup. And the Cubbies got their number 1 guy, Jake Arrieta, going for him. And he's going to go up against Mr. Grissom for the Nats. See what kind of ball game that is. Definitely an advantage Cubbies in the pitching matchup. I want to thank Corey, Aaron Reed, and Ken Castro for stopping by today. And if you're new to my channel, folks, hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell for reminders. And on your way out, leave a comment and hit that like button. Until next time, y'all have a great day and take care.